competition here at Punta Roca. The Surf City El Salvador Pro presented by Corona here for the first time ever as a championship tour event. Yago Dora taking on Ethan Ewing and Jordy Smith. Your favorite locations in the world, Mitch, and we're already getting started with Yago Dora. Dora chasing a couple of sections to attack here on the back end. Springing off the white water, and he'll just get a warm-up out of the way nice and early. Mitch, great to have your company, and also great to see Yago in the jersey once again. Little wave rolling through. Jordy Smith gets his motion going down the line. Float to start for the South African. 6'3" on that 1 foot air section. He's down. And speaking of air attempts, we had quite a few from this young woman, Sally Fitzgibbons, with a big win, hanging out with Kaipo. Jordy Smith became the oldest guy in the draw as we go back to Ethan's wave.
Yeah, as you can see, it's difficult to surf out there too, and we're talking about one of the world's elite at the moment. Number 5 in the rankings, this kid.
Jordy Smith hammers the first turn.
Oh.
Nice snap as he burned all of his speed on that second powerhouse. Flowing through the white water, he's created some space down the line. Nice vertical for Jordy Smith, but he can't hang on.
Has one of the best technique, I think, out of all the men's surfers on tour. And then Jordy, I like this wave personally. You know, down the line snap right there. That turn was difficult to do with a lot of boils on the face. And then right here, it was kind of a point of decision where you're thinking, okay, should I just go for a finishing turn? Or should I go up and over that section and try to maximize the potential of the score?
And now Yago Dora will set up the back end. Throws down a first snap. Interesting open face, and he just runs out of room. He's got to step off. So Jordy Smith turning in what will be his best number so far. Andy Irons had some great moments with Aki way back in the day. He was such a superstar when he qualified as a rookie. As Ethan Ewing throws down a beautiful first turn, ditches the fins off the lip, flowing down the line. Oh. Big blast there, right on the money for Ewing. And the man from Strati is making it look so smooth. He even finds a little inside pocket to pull into. When you've got flow, you've got it on perfect waves, you've got it on challenging waves. Pretty explosive start. We'll start with Ethan's wave here.
So he already has the 4. And this wave, I think personally, no doubt going to be the best of the heat so far. Great combo to begin things. And how's this turn right here? Woof! Just ditches the fins and really explodes on that turn right there. Como una navaja caliente en mantequilla, Jose.
Yago Dora backside fin throw reverse, and he pulls it. Hard off the bottom. There's a nice vertical for Dora. And we'll just tap the end section. I think we were all a little bit curious after the foot injury how many explosive punts that Yago would go for.
Knife through butter right there for Ethan Ewing. And then this turn, as you said, Dora. For the people watching at home, it's extremely difficult to surf out there right now. And that guy just did an air on the first section he saw and then actually comboed it up right afterwards. I don't think it's going to be a high score, but either way, give credit where credit's due. That was difficult.
They're all saying how much they looked up to Yago Dora on how he can land just about anything. This one lining up for Jordy Smith. The big man lines up a straight air to beat the section. Right into a wrapping cutback. Flows right into a big vertical finish. Sweet little combination of turns for Jordy Smith.
Oh, yeah, I like that wave, too. That was cool, especially for a big guy. You know, not easy to gain that projection down the line, Joe, and just be able to do that one straight air, as you said. It was a cool combo, but no doubt going to be his best wave. And how was the finish, too? A lot of speed into it. Great way to start things off for Jordy Smith.
Back to Jordy's wave.
Yeah, a lot of speed. And you can see just his eyesight down the line the whole time, too. Floats it right there. That air was just cheeky. And it almost seemed like he wanted to go for a grab, too. That carve was impressive. But to me, this finishing turn, as good as it gets right there. Up and over the lip line. Going to score well.
Definitely had a sweet tempo in his ears. He just had a cool pace, nice rhythm.
Board looks great too. Flying down the line, and as you can see here from the drone angle, a decent amount of height too, which is difficult to do on a wave this size as well. But that finish, man, just to be able to get that variety in.
Ladies, you never know what's going to happen.
You never know, especially with them.
Yago Dora jamming down the line, steps on the float, playing catch-up with this wave. An aggressive climb attempt, he'll sink there. Now watching Yago Dora throw down the carve, inside wall starting to bowl up. He's got that look that he wants to throw down a big air. He'll go for the tail-high whip, stomps the reverse perfectly.
How about this wave from Yago, though? Straight up into the lip, the little setup. And as you can see right here, Joe, his technique is so great off of the bottom, too. Look at the way he projects down the line right here. Just a full row.
See Ethan Ewing taking off. Ewing looking to better a 4 here. Big old body torque wrap to kick this one off. Taps the float, driving hard off the bottom into a climb again. Wrapping cutty complete for the Australian. Big explosive blowtail. Fits in so many maneuvers in a tight space. Technique flawless.
And that difficult section to land on. Great surfing there by Yago. That's going to score well. And then Ethan just looking the better at 4. I like the flow. Unfortunately for him, it didn't really offer up the kind of scoring potential at the beginning of the wave up until these last 2 sections. This turn right here, just ridiculous. The way he's able to ditch those fins and just kind of slide them over a section, great.
And Yago Dora using that backside air whip off the top to his advantage. Did it out the back for a punt. Did it as a finishing move on his previous ride as Jordy just keeps checking out opportunities here at Punta Roca. Jeffreys Bay, where the winning all started for Jordy on the championship tour level. Rolling in here, kind of doubling up now. Ethan Ewing goes down the top turn carve. Aggressive carve to slide. Floats it in transition. Nice solid climbing move, and he'll step off. Here's Ethan Ewing on his last.
Yeah, this was some good decision making, I felt. Jordy didn't want this wave. I think it was very smart just to pick something off on the inside if nobody else wanted it. Tough wave to surf too, but the way he was able to explode on those first 3 turns, just some beautiful surfing right there. And the sky angle right here. You can see how this wave bowls up at the beginning, Joe. And then all of a sudden, you'll hit a section where it just goes completely flat. But those first 2 turns and those bowly sections, and then right there, if you're not making it across where that little boil was.
It's so appropriate for each section from Ewing. Rock and roll float for Smith into a solid tail blow. Speed jam off the lip. Trying to set up a big finish. Tail high whip into the flats. And just ran out of room to pull that one off.
Way behind all the time.
And then comparing it to Jordy's wave.
Yeah, much frothier, much more difficult to surf. That tail slide, though, was something special. But then right here, hitting too many chops and bumps. And as you said, just eyeing down this last section, he went for it. It ain't going to be enough.
Yago Dora just chasing some speed and chasing a big section. And that one's just going to leave him searching as he'll step off and let the judges catch up with some numbers here in the first heat of the opening round of competition, as he is truly acting like world number 5 in this heat. Yago Dora float to come around the corner, and this wave just forcing him to repeat that maneuver. All these crumbly sections, he's looking for something that he can really project against, and you can tell by the body language there. Just wanted something at the end to really wind up on. He just likes to catch more waves, and that's where he tends to be most productive.
I think it's a combo of both. Also depends on the location too. I would think that a lot of those waves came at beach breaks, where you have, less scoring opportunities as far as excellent waves go in terms of quality.
Yago Dora speeding down the line. Hopping over a big rock, goes upside down. Yago Dora pulls off one of the best punts of the year. Unbelievable. Upside down rotation from Yago Dora. Skipping over the rocks and pulling off the impossible. Thank you very much. Let's watch this again.
And this was one of those waves further up the point. So that's Mama Roca right there, the big one that you saw. And boy, that was just amazing.
Incredible. One more time from this angle.
So look at that. He has to go over that chop, and then he goes completely upside down, and Jordy Smith tried to take away the scoring opportunity and went over the falls himself in a minded position where he knew his surroundings too. Great stuff.
This just happened. Ethan Ewing getting another wave here, Mitch.
Yeah, and he's looking to better a 4.77. Great turn right there, up into the lip again. So I think he's probably going to replace his low score by a decent margin too, and that was on a set wave as well. What a heat.
Priority with Jordy Smith. Jordy Smith is the one surfer in the draw that's had a perfect heat in the past, and it was on a right-hand point break at Jeffreys Bay. Had the perfect 20. Needs to rely on one of those big numbers right now. Minute 10 on the clock. Still has the least amount of waves ridden in this heat, so sticking to that same formula, being really selective. Jordy Smith has got a messy one here. That's not going to help him out. Coming into this one with just a second to go, Ethan Ewing trying to turn this one on the buzzer. He goes for a tail whip reverse and gets it. Is this one enough? Chasing a 6.78.
Well, a much smaller wave. A decent carve to start things off, but how's this air right here? Full rote, great spin, and a difficult section too. I didn't mind it, but when you're comparing it to the three best waves of the heat so far, the 6.5, the 7.5, and the 9, I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Dora's going to take the win.
Last score coming through for Ethan Ewing, and it's not enough. He ends up in second with a 6.5 and a 7.5, and Yago Dora takes the win with one of the best airs of the season.